All right. So now we're outside and we're ready to stretch. Hi friends, I decided to come outside so I had plenty of space. If you're in a small space, you can always change everything that I'm doing to little movements. If you're in a big space like a living room or a backyard, feel free to make it as big as you like. But we're going to go ahead and get our bodies ready to listen to the story time. So, to start out, we're going to raise our arms up, up, up high, so high to the sky. Can you reach it? Oh my goodness, I can see the sky. Beautiful. Then we're gonna come down, 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 and touch our toes. Touch our toes, tap, tap, tap. Then we're gonna come back up. We're gonna stretch out our leg. And we're gonna roll our ankle. Can you see that? Roll our ankles. I know you can't see my toes, but now I'm gonna wiggle my toes. Can you balance on one leg? Are you balancing well? Sometimes I have to put my foot down. Now we're gonna switch legs and roll that ankle. Roll it out, and wiggle our toes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle our toes. You can't see them, but I promise they're wiggling in there. All right, now that our ankles and our toes are ready, we're gonna get our knees ready. Ready? Can you do this? Can you touch your knees and cross your arms? Going in and out. Crisscross, crisscross. You're doing so great. All right, now that we got our knees ready, we're gonna do a lunge. You know how to do a lunge? You step forward and bend down. Whoa. Let's try it again with the other foot. Step forward and bend down. That was great. Okay, forward, down. Ooh, I'm getting better at it. Forward, down. Okay, one more. Forward, down, and one more. Forward and down. Awesome. Now we're gonna try to do a squat where we reach up and we bend down like we're sitting almost. Squat, down again like we're sitting, and one more. Down again like we're sitting. Ooh, I'm starting to feel it. My body's getting ready for story time. Okay, the last thing we're gonna do, take our arms big and wide. Stretch them as far as they can go out. Far as they can go out. And then we're gonna bring them in. Wrap them around your body. And give yourself a big hug. Big hug. All right. Now that our bodies are ready, let's go ahead and get into the story time. So we're back inside and you know what time it is. It's time for Rella's riddle. So today I'm going to give you 3 hints and then you have 10 seconds to guess. I'll even give you some pictures as well. Are you ready? Okay, so hint number 1. I'm an emotion that sometimes may not make you feel super great. Do you know what it is? Hint number 2. I often cause people to get very mad and upset. Can you guess? Hint number 3. When you're experiencing me, it's best to slow down, count to 10, or take some deep breaths. Do you know what it is? Here's the hint. All right, if you guessed anger, you would be correct. And anger sometimes gets the best of us, and it makes us want to hit things or yell or scream, but there's a lot of other ways that we can handle anger. And like we said, you can count to 10, you can maybe find some space alone, maybe you can ask a parent for some paper and you can scribble all over that paper, but don't hurt anybody when you're angry, okay? Let's be nice and remember that we should be kind with our bodies. Alrighty. So now that we know that our hint is anger, let's learn a couple different ways to say anger. In American Sign Language or in ASL, we would say anger like this. Can you do that? Can you say anger? Or if we were gonna say it in Spanish, we would say enojo, enojo, anger. So now that we know that our hint is anger, let's go ahead and get into the story time. And look at the book that we're going to be reading today. This is The Angriest Monster on Mill Street. Written by Sarah Sparks and illustrated by Sifa Vindes. Are you ready? I'm ready. The Angriest Monster on Mill Street. Meet Albie, the angriest monster on Mill Street. Albie was small, tiny toes, ears, and nose, but his temper was big, and boy could it grow. When he didn't get his way, he would throw a great fit. He would shout, he would scream, he would kick, he would hit. Then one day, Albie's temper grew bigger than ever before. He grumbled and growled, and he let out a roar. Anger bubbled and boiled. It fizzled and popped. He clenched both fists. Albie couldn't be stopped. His fur felt like fire. It started to glow. It burned brighter and hotter. He was ready to blow. Albie's anger got bigger, and Albie did too. This small little monster grew and he grew. He grew up past the rooftops and towards the skies. Soon his colossal temper matched his colossal size. With each stomp, the earth rumbled, a great rattle and shake. Albie's powerful stomps caused a giant earthquake. His shouts pierced the air like great thunderbolts, causing shockwaves, explosions, and fiery jolts. Whoosh! He huffed and he puffed, his fury so grand, he stirred up tornadoes that swept across the land. Albie's tears fell down fast in giant-sized splashes. The flood rushed down Mill Street in watery crashes. The monsters below jumped in makeshift canoes as they tried to outrun all the hullabaloo. Before Albie knew it, he'd lost all control, and the storm he created was taking its toll. "Stop!" Albie yelled as he closed his eyes tight. "This is not what I want. I need things to be right." Albie took a deep breath. He started to think, can anything make a big monster shrink? What can I hear, feel, smell, taste, and see? Albie wondered out loud. Something has to help me. He could smell the fresh flowers, the grass, and the leaves. He could hear the wind roar and feel the cool breeze. He could taste the salty tears as they rolled down his cheeks. The more things he noticed, the less things seemed bleak. There was such a big mess unfolding below, but up in the sky, there, he saw a rainbow. Albie paused for a moment. He stared at the sight. The brilliant bold colors seemed to dance in the light. They fell to the ground as they bounced off the rain. They glittered and glimmered and calmed Albie's brain. Albie wiggled his toes, then his ears, and he knew. As his temper got smaller, Albie's body did too. Albie's anger had gone, but it left a big mess and caused the monsters on Mill Street quite the distress. So, Albie rolled up his sleeves with his small monster paws and got to work fixing all the chaos he caused. He mopped up the water and swept up the walk, and he made a few friends who promised to talk. If Albie ever felt angry
Frustrated or blue, he could ask for a hug, and they'd help him get through. There's some days he's a big, grumpy mope. But now, when he's mad, Albie knows how to cope. Wow, that was so awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing this with us today. It was so wild that Albie got bigger and bigger as his anger got bigger and bigger too. But then he learned that he was able to breathe and just notice the things that were around him, and it would help him calm down. Maybe next time you're angry, you can try that too. What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you see? What do you taste? You know what time it is? It's time to find out our co-creators. Show us co-creators in the app. Tell me, tap, tap, tap. Hello, smartphone, tell us today. Did all our friends have fun and play? I hear my friends, Ryan, October, Matthew, and Chris had fun today? Won't you join me another day? Thanks so much for joining me on Reading with Rella B. If you would like to become a co-creator, you can check out rellabooks.com. And if you would like to purchase any of the books today, you can check out the links down below. I appreciate you so much for coming and following me. If you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe down below. And if you would like to create your own story, you can go to rellabooks.com and click on the Want to Participate tab. Thanks so much, and toodles!